know it probably still doesn't feel like it, but Advent and Christmas are going to be here before you know it. The question is your ministry ready for the eyes of people looking for which Advent and Christmas opportunity is best for them? And yes, unfortunately, there is more to making this opportunity, this event, ready for the eyes of people, more than just planning the opportunity itself. People need to know it's available. They need to know about it. They usually need to know all the details too, and they definitely need to know early on, as early as possible. But before we get into how to do all of that well, first some accolades. If we haven't met yet, my name is Sammy. I'm one of the co-owners here at Digivangelism, and we just want to acknowledge all of the hard work you're already putting into your Advent and Christmas worship opportunities and just activities in general. There's a lot that goes on this time of year. And seriously, it's no joke just to plan the activities in the first place, like make them happen, but you also are getting them out there, likely in email or newsletters or some other church announcement form to tell people that these are happening in the first place. This deserves kudos. So kudos. Like seriously, pat yourself on the back or something, give yourself your favorite beverage. Like, this is a lot of work, and we're just stoked that you're putting this effort into digital ministry moves to get it out there in any way at all. Facebook, email, like, thank you. In this video, we're gonna give you a couple tips to make these announcements even more effective to your people and where your people are spending time, where your people are searching online. So let's get into it. First things first, give your events, your activities with a date, a home on your webpage and on your social media profiles. So when you send an email or when you make a Facebook post or an Instagram post, that's great, but it can easily get lost in the feed, okay? So you make that post once or even every week. Eventually people are just scrolling past it, right? They want to reference this post to write down the time of this event or the date, and they can't find it. Same goes with email. How many times have you went to find an email that you know is there and you can't even find it? Even searching the right words, you can't find it. Instead, we're gonna recommend that you put some of your digital ministry energy into some evergreen methods of sharing when your opportunities are taking place, when these worship opportunities, activities, events, etc. are happening. So how can you do this? Okay, first things first, a new cover photo for your Facebook page. Hopefully your ministry already has a Facebook page. Now we wanna change the photo at the top, the cover photo, to be something relevant to what's going on in your ministry right now. So your Christmas opportunities, your Advent opportunities, don't let this intimidate you. Like, please just give yourself an hour, go into Canva. If you don't have an account, it's free for nonprofits. You can also upgrade to the pro version. If you need more information, check this link above, but go into Canva, select the Facebook cover photo template and enter the dates, the times, like what it is, make the text large enough to be able to see, download it for free, upload it onto your Facebook page, and bam, anytime anyone goes to your Facebook page, that's what they're gonna see at the top. An alternative way to do this, if you make a post about the event itself or all of your December events, is to actually pin that post on your Facebook page. Again, the goal here is that whenever someone goes to your ministry page, they're always gonna see what events are coming up at the top of your profile. They don't have to scroll through the feed past days and days and days of messages and posts and pictures and videos. It's there all the time, and they know exactly where to find it. Next place you're gonna put these opportunities, these events, these happenings is your website. Front page of your website. Even if they're not all listed on the front page because you got something really cool going on, maybe you make a really bright colored button somewhere on your front page so people know exactly where to go to find Advent and Christmas opportunities that they're probably going to be looking for. If you aren't sure if it stands out enough on your homepage, ask someone that's not involved in the back end work of your website. They're the people that are going to be able to give you this perspective. Another way we can do this on social media is to record a video, and maybe you want to use that on your website, but you definitely want to pin it on your Facebook page and then record one in the vertical aspect ratio for your Instagram story highlights. One at a time here. Okay, we record a video, right? Maybe we put it on our site, maybe we don't, but we definitely post it natively on Facebook. Let's say 2 minutes, 3 minutes max, but 2-ish minutes of you talking about what's happening in Advent, what's happening Christmas, how people can get involved, okay? You make this video, you post it on Facebook natively, and then you pin it, just like we were talking about. So now they've got the cover photo with all the text that says what's happening. They've got the video if they want to learn more pinned, so it'll always be at the top of your Facebook page. As I said, vertical aspect ratio is best for Instagram. You record it. For Instagram, it's gonna have to be less than a minute. Let's take a breather here. I know, I get really excited about digital ministry. Let's just take a breather. Vertical is best on Instagram when you're posting stories or highlights. Stories are those videos or pictures or posts that disappear from your story within 24 hours unless you click them and make them a highlight, then they stay on your profile. So that's what we want to do with this. We want to record a video. For stories, the max is a minute, unless you do kind of multiple. You can do multiple stories and then putting them all as a highlight. That's fine too if you want to do that. Just know that it's only going to take a minute at a time, and each of those will be broken into 15-second chunks. Like, that's just how it is. If you don't know what I mean, just try recording on Instagram stories and you'll see what's happening quick. They're gonna cut you off. So I want you to highlight that so it stays on your Instagram profile. Just like Facebook, this is so that when people go to your Instagram profile and they see that highlight that says Advent Christmas 2021, maybe it just says Advent 2021, maybe it just says upcoming, okay? They can click that and see your video captions on everything, Instagram, Facebook, website, captions, so people don't have to actually listen because they might be watching in the eye doctor's office and not really wanting to play whatever you're saying to them out loud. On your highlights in your Instagram profile, on Facebook, on your website, lots of touch points for people to know what is going on. One more thing, I know I've already given you a lot in a very short amount of time, but if you want to try something new, text messages might be the way to go to get your opportunities out there for the people in your community. You can actually send a text to these people sometimes through your church management database already, like they already have that capability to send a text and it doesn't turn into one giant group text, it goes out individually. Or there's a lot of free platforms out there. We've tried like Flocknote, something like that, where you enter the people in and send a message out to whoever you want it to go to. This could be just another touch point to remind people of what is coming up. There's a lot going on these days. It's hard to keep up with it all. Can't blame your people if they're forgetting or they can't keep it in their brain. Like, we know how that is. And emails can go unchecked or get lost easily, but text messages people usually check within a day or so, or like a minute or so. One note on that, don't abuse the power of being able to text your people, because if you are texting them every single day of Advent unsolicited, that's a good way to get blocked. That's all I can say. Last but not least, make space for questions as you are putting these opportunities out there. How do people get in touch with you if they don't understand something or if a piece of information is missing? You want to make sure you know that if you aren't communicating something well, you can do better, because there are going to be a lot of people that see these messages and you want to know about these questions. So have a way for people to ask those questions. And if you don't recognize someone asking a question, or you haven't seen them in a while, perhaps make note of it, because Christmas, Advent, December has a way of bringing people out of the woodwork. People are going through a lot, experiencing a lot, feeling a lot, especially during this time of year. People are going to be looking for hope. They're going to be looking for healing. They're going to be looking for light. So don't let them look in vain, and don't let their voices go unheard. If they're reaching out about the opportunities you have listed, make sure that you give them as much time and energy as you possibly can. Because the point of all this video is to make sure people can find the hope, healing, and light that you have to share with them in this season. The point of Digi, why we do what we do, is to make sure people can find the hope, healing, and light that you all have to offer them. This takes many shapes, it takes many forms. Statistics tell us that people spend more and more time online each year, and so we want to make sure that you can be church online, be community online, be your ministry online. So thanks for taking your first step to make sure that your Advent and Christmas opportunities can be found in this sacred space of the internet as well. My name's Sammy. If this video was helpful for you, subscribe below for more digital ministry goodness each and every week, Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Today we brought the knowledge, but now it is your turn to put it into action. Peace be with you as you do.